That what we said was that this part of the cranium, the neurocranium that goes around the brain, the occipital bone in the back, the temporoparietal bones on top, the frontal ethmoid bones in front, and the sphenoid bone way inside, that these 4-5 bones together form the first primary curve of the spine. And when you have a twist in this part of the spine, if it's been there for long enough, it will show up in the cranium. And when it shows up in the cranium, it is visible in the face. And just taking these two very balanced folks that we kind of took apart here in the body reading, thanks for coming in. If we look, can you see that one of Corinne's eyes is higher than the other? What's harder to see, perhaps, is that one of her eyes is farther away from you, more deeply set into her head than the other. These kinds of things, the cheekbones, differences in the eyebrows, but the easiest thing to see, because the eyes are soft tissue and are affected a lot. They sit in a bowl of fat that's all around your eyeball, and small changes in the bones behind can make bigger differences in the position of the eyeball. So using the eyeballs is a great way to see these kinds of things. You can also see if the chin is right under the nose or whether the jaw is more off to one side or the other. That, because it's going into the temporal joint, will tell you about what's going on in the head. But if we look, we can see that her right eye is more deeply set and the right eye is a little higher than the left. So we could make this a little more of a tester or something that you can see, and a little too psychological for my taste, but let's do it anyway. If we were to obscure the right side of her face so that you look at the left side of her face and imagine that you're looking at the person who lives in that side. Got that? Okay. Now we cover the left side of her face and you're looking at the right side of her face. Can you see that actually there's kind of two different personalities living in there, at least if we looked at